How do you ignite the fire starter within? Hi, this is Carma Spence, and so far we've learned about the key characteristics of fire starters and what common qualities they have and where they don't match up. What I'd like to share with you today is the part of the interview where we talk about how they chose their fire starters and then, most importantly, how do you ignite the fire starter within? Let's see what Kathy Palokoff, co-author of Firestarters, has to say. So that kind of begs the question of how did you find your fire starters? I mean, how did you go, okay, here's this person's a fire starter. I want to interview that person.
Well, I have to tell you that I think part of finding a fire starter is I actually do think when you meet them, you know. And I would suspect that when you look at the people who have affected your life and people you know, you could go fire starter, nope. Fire starter, nope. You could just go across that. We included people. We wanted to have people who a wide range of people. So we have people like John Scully, who was, the head of Apple, and then we have Maya Penn. Maya Penn was 8 when she started her company. She's 17 now. She has 2 million TED Talk views. But on the other far end of the spectrum is a woman who I really adore by the name of Jerry Uberly. And Jerry was a speech pathologist, went to China about 100 times. Jerry's 80. Okay, she at 80 just started. She already had one established about 10 years ago, so she started that one when she was 70. At 80, she's taken her World Academy for the Future of Women. How's that for a big idea?
Oh, wow.
And taken it to Nepal to work with rural kids in Nepal. She's 80 years old. And I just got an email from her. She's traipsing around Nepal. So there's a whole big range of people. We were looking for artists, but we were also looking for business people. We were looking for social activists. So Dr. Pranessa Steele was one of the people who she was the person who started the Week for AIDS and then took it worldwide. How did she do that? She happened to be a immunologist. She was in New York City. She went into a hospital and she was also a deep woman of faith. And she realized that the AIDS patients were getting no support from the churches. So she went out and just activated all the churches around the world because she had that passion for doing that. So, I have to tell you, the last 2 years, I think, have been stressful for a lot of people, depending on where your leanings are in the world. For me, talking to these people, I just ended up with hope. Yeah. And just feeling really, really good about what people can do when they want to make change happen. It made me feel really good to be part of this planet.
So if someone wanted to be a fire starter, can anybody be one? And if so, how do you ignite yourself?
We believe that there is an inner fire starter in everybody. So everybody has that potential. By the way, you can live a really happy life not being a fire starter and be really content. So it's not like we think that everybody should do that. We do believe, though, that if there were more fire starters in the world would be a better place because fire starters do make things different in that. So I think the first step in really igniting that fire starter in yourself is to figure out what your passion is and what you love. And then also figure out where your talent is. I would personally love to be a gospel singer. I can't sing a note.
Probably not a good choice then.
So having that passion isn't going to work. So I have to have that. So figuring out where your talent is. Surrounding yourself with supporters is really, really key. So one of the other things we looked at were extinguishers. Because what happens is fire starters get extinguished, by other people, etc. So you have to really have a group of supporters behind you. And they aren't necessarily the people who always say, that's a great idea. There are people who will support you, but you need supporters who will challenge you, right? Mm-hmm. And have you thought about that? And what if you took it that way? So you need to have a group of strong supporters around you. Money helps at times, but
yeah.
We had many of our fire starters who did not have money. and made it happen. But finding those financial resources are important. It makes your life easier as a fire starter, but it doesn't mean that if you don't have money, you can't be a fire starter. So that I want to clear that one.
Okay. Are there unique challenges that fire starters face that other people don't? We'll answer that question in tomorrow's video. In the meantime, if you enjoyed this video, please give it a thumbs up on YouTube and let me know in a comment below. Also, I want the weekday wisdom to be something that you value and look forward to watching. So if you've got questions for a future episode, know someone you think I should interview for it, or have any other suggestions, put them in a comment below. And remember this, don't box yourself in. Spread your wings and fly. Because you, yes, you right there, are capable of more than you know.